Organizers. I've had the pleasure of meeting many of you and speaking to some of these separate groups, well, in separate venues and the Chinese American group in Maryland. So, welcome to Virginia, for those of you that came in. I'm running in the 8th Congressional District. My name is Charles Hernick. I live in Arlington. And for a lot of Republicans, that's a tough spot. But I want to give you some good news on what's happening in Arlington. 20 people putting out signs and putting out and knocking on doors today in Arlington alone. Those folks have put up yard signs, they've been taken down. We put up more yard signs, those have been taken down. But the movement hasn't stopped. We got bigger yard signs, we got bigger nails, and we're pushing on every front. And I'll tell you what's special about what's going on with this Trump movement. What's interesting and special about it is the diversity. You look at the diversity in this room. Some of the folks that are knocking on doors in Arlington are Latinos. They're Asians. They're coming from all over the world, from West Africa, from East Africa, and I understand why, and it's the reason that I got into this race. We're at a tipping point in terms of what our relationship is going to be with government. I've worked all around the world as a consultant for U.S. Agency for International Development. My background is in economic growth, ecology. But when I kept coming back home, people kept talking about the same basic things. Charles, we need to do more to grow the economy. We're in the slowest economic recovery since World War II, and it feels like it. We need to do everything we can to support small businesses. 2/3 of all new jobs come from small businesses, and over the last 5 years, a scary thing has happened. More and more jobs, more and more businesses close than open up. We need to reverse that trend. I'm serious about that. Donald Trump is serious about that. I can work with him on that. We need to, it's particularly important because of, well, the communities that many of us represent. My mom is from Ecuador. Thank you. The immigrant community here, first generation, second generation, are some of the most entrepreneurial people that I know. And I'm proud to stand here in front of you and say that I grew up in a multicultural household. I know what it's like. And I know what people want in terms of what it comes to from this country. The American dream is not about free college tuition, more days off of work. It's about freedom of speech, freedom of association, freedom of press, due process under law. These are the things that we want to safeguard and use as our common denominator as Republicans. And I couldn't be more proud to be a Republican in this election cycle. When it comes to national security, I don't think I need to say too much. We've underinvested, and most Americans agree we are not safer than we were 5 years ago or 10 years ago, and we need to change that. And then when it comes to government efficiency, Democrats never talk about government efficiency. They just say, let's tax some more people. Here in Fairfax County, you're looking at a meals tax? Come on. Ooh. I'm focused on creating better conditions for the employee in the federal workforce so that they can be more efficient. Let's reward employees that can find opportunities to cut costs in government. They know better than anybody else. Let's create incentives for innovation, payment for performances. These are the things we need to do so that we can fix Veterans Affairs. These are the things that we need to do so that we can fix Metro. I'm serious about all of these issues in my campaign, and I think that we're onto something good. Thank you very much.